Well, health officials are warning to prepare for a second wave of COVID-19. It's also important to ensure your personal finances are in order as we head into the fall months of the pandemic. Joining us this morning is Peter Cishecki with Everything Financial Group. Good morning, Peter. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, Carrie.
So when the pandemic hit back in March, the stock market took a hit as well. Should we be taking a closer look at our investments and reevaluating things with a potential second wave coming?
Well, it is more important to really look at your risk of your portfolio. If you're in a situation where you're going to be retiring soon, or you might need some money for a down payment on a house or something like that, or if your children are collecting or about to collect on their RESP, the Registered Education Savings Plan. So something if you're going to need the money, but otherwise trying to time the market and predict an upswing or a downswing just never works. You need a long-term strategy, not a quick knee-jerk reaction.
Yes, so difficult to predict the markets. Should someone, and you did touch on this, should someone nearing retirement be more wary of risk, and what should they do?
Absolutely. They want to be talking to the registered financial planner and their portfolio manager and look at what risk area they're at in their portfolio and just see how much volatility is involved in their portfolio. The lower the volatility, the more likely you are to reach your goals. And of course, you won't have a lot of sleepless nights. So definitely, if you're closing in on retirement, look at that volatility because you don't want to see it going up and down like a roller coaster right now when you're about to retire.
No, you sure don't. Let's talk about mortgage deferrals. They are ending soon for many. What do you do if you don't think you can resume your payments?
Go talk to your bank, and you may have to look at refinancing. You may have to pay a penalty, but that's obviously better than defaulting 3-4 months in and having other issues. Because you could refinance and say you have 15 years left on your mortgage. You may have to refinance it to a 20, 25, or 30-year mortgage. And when things get better for you, back to work, job, income coming in more regularly when this is over, you can look at speeding that up again to get you back on track. But instead of losing a house, look at extending your amortization and go to the bank and get some help.
What other financial factors should we be keeping in mind, Peter, as we enter the fall and possibly have more COVID restrictions in place?
And we've talked about this obviously back in March and April, Carrie, but this is when you really got to look at your financial situation. Go through your cash flow. I hate the word budget, as you know, but look at cash flow and look at where can I cut? Where can I prepare for loss of work or loss of income if there's restrictions and my job is affected from those restrictions? If you're one of the fortunate people who your job is still safe and you've got money and there's no issues because of the sector you're in for your employment, then you can look at this as an opportunity, not a problem, to create some financial planning, because guess what? As we see from a lot of people, they are saving a lot of money right now, but when the opportunity comes, please help those industries that are really suffering. Go to your local restaurants. We're all looking forward to getting back to travel, but you're saving money right now. But I tell you, when this is done, there's going to be a boom of spending.
Well, can't wait for that day to happen. Peter Cishecki.
We can't. That's true.
Thanks for joining us this morning. Great advice.
Thanks, Carrie. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too.